Hi, good afternoon, or is it good morning or good evening to you around the world? This is your host, your guy himself, DLG Reppin. Bigging up the, bigging up the love and the supporters out there and subscribers who subscribe to my channel. Yes, I finished watching the Arsenal match long ago. Yeah, a 1-0 defeat. It is what it is. I'll be doing my match review tomorrow morning. That's one for tomorrow morning, just to let you ladies, to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls know all over the world. So this is my Premier League. This is my review of all the Premier League goals in my roundup, in my Premier League roundup, and yes, there's been a few goals and loads of talking points. So we're going to start off with last Tuesday's games, which finished Sheffield United 2, West Bromwich Albion 1. Now, this is a game of a 6-pointer, and I think West Brom, during the first half, I think Sheffield United started off a little bit brighter. West Brom came into it, they took the lead. I think the goal scorer, was it Shea J? I don't know. No, it wasn't Shea J. So, but they did take the lead. I've forgotten the goal scorer. West Brom fans, if you care to remind me, then leave it in the comment section below. And while you're doing that, your thoughts and your opinions can stay in the comment section below, please. Please also remember to smash the thumbs up like button, and do help me, please, by subscribing to my channel. That's me, myself, and I only, DLG Reppin. DLG Dele London Gooner, for those of you that are watching for the first time. And Reppin is spelled Romeo Echo Papa Indigo November. Sheffield United equalised in the second half, and it was well deserved for their contribution and start towards the second half. And then Billy Sharp, the legend, the supporter, lifetime supporter himself, gets the winning goal. So it finished Sheffield United 2, West Bromwich Albion 1. Next game, Wolves v Arsenal. It was a domination, the first half, by Arsenal. I mean, Saka, possibly the best player of that first half. Deservedly got the goal they deserved. Nicola Pepe, 2 nutmegs, and a right-footed effort at the back stick there. Keeper, no chance. But it's a controversial of that referee. Whatever his name was, he should never manage. I should get his name in a minute. Should I go? Yeah, hold on. Bear with me. That's it. His name's Craig Pawson. He's a complete bad mind referee. 50 seconds on top of the 2 minutes he played, and the drama happened with David Luiz losing concentration. I say that, but Holding should have anticipated the danger. He should have smelt the danger before reacting to it, but he did not sense it. Obviously, he didn't sense the danger before reacting to it, So by the time he's reacted, David Luiz has cut across him. An accidental collision with his sole of the boot, and William Jose, if he never made a meal of it, he went down, and it was I don't think it was a penalty or a red. And the biggest smack in the gob was the Football Association rescinded Jan Rednerix for a similar situation, and David Luiz had his appeal rejected. That's what pees me right off. Wolves got during the second half though. Wolves they had their man advantage. They used it. They used the man advantage to their joy. And wow, what a screamer of a goal by João Martinho in off the post. Bird Leno had no chance really. It was a fine strike. And then well, Bird Leno, a moment of complete madness, and I mean complete utter madness. How on earth has he misjudged the ball? He has not. I can't understand why he has gone with his hands. But in the first place, what was he doing? Running and rushing out like a lunatic. Completely unacceptable. For me, he had to go. That was a straight red, and he deserves his 3-match suspension, and he'll miss the Leeds game. That's the next game. I believe it's next Sunday. So it finished Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Arsenal 1. Well, Man United v Southampton. What an eventful night, full of goals and a red card, 2 red cards as well. It finished well for me. It was a dominating performance by Manchester United. You know, first goal, well, to the last goal, I can't remember the goal scorers. I think the first goal, I know Rashford got the second. The first goal, I think it was scored by Wan-Bissaka. Of all goal scorers you expect Man United to produce, Wan-Bissaka pops up at the back stick and a tidy finish. Rashford, he gets a tap in, although the keeper got a hand to it. But I think the power of the strike was just too much. The third goal, well, an own goal by Jan Bednarek, and I'll be coming on to Bednarek in a minute. And the fourth goal was scored by Edinson Cavani. It was a simple finish for him, a man of his calibre, world-class standards for him. And then you got the fifth goal, which came from... the fifth goal came from... I know McTominay got the sixth goal. The fifth goal... I can't remember. Man United fans, you might need to remind me of the fifth goal scorer. That one I've forgotten, but the sixth goal came from Scott McTominay, and it was a fine finish. Southampton did... they thought they scored the consolation with Che Adams, which would have made it 4-1 Man United. But it was ruled out for offside. Seventh goal, well, that led to... The seventh goal should not have happened, because Jan Bednarek said that. Marshall even said that it was not a foul, or let alone a red card. But yet, Mike Dean, he gives the penalty. Oh. The shambolic Mike Dean. Just like the shambolic Craig Parson, the man who refereed Wolves and Arsenal. Shambolic performance for both of them on the night. But yet, Mike Dean, who is shambolical, gave the penalty, and Fernandez tucked it away, and to make it 7-0. The eighth goal, I can get the eighth goal. Anthony Martial with his second of the night. And then Daniel James gets the ninth goal, which piles on a horrible, miserable night for Ralph Hasenhüttl and Southampton. And I forgot to mention in that game the horrible tackle before the goals were raining in. And I'll tell you something, whatever his name is, Jakowicz, whatever his name is, he's come from the youth ranks from when he was young. And to produce that sort of tackle, he could have broken and ended Scott McTominay's career. Luckily, I don't think McTominay's leg was baited onto the turf. Otherwise, it would have been a nasty one. And the look on his face, he knew what he was doing. But what kills it for him is he's let the football club down. He's let the board of directors, the management down. He's let his teammates down, himself. And the biggest letdown of all, he's let every Southampton fan down. And I think he gets a huge part of the blame. He's got to behave himself. Well, he's got to behave himself. Yeah, he's got to behave himself. He's got to calm down. How can you be that excited and you've gone with a stud into someone else's thigh. It was disgusting. Even talking about it, I'm seeing the pictures in my head. I'm still seeing the replays in my head over and over and over again. Nah, he deserves... Yeah, I'll tell you something. If I'm a Southampton fan, I will demand the football club I'll demand the football club to pull Ralph Hasenhüttl into the office and demand that he never ever plays for the football club again because he let the club down. Southampton fans, if I'm being over harsh, then come into my comment section and have your say. That's all I want to stress on that matter. But other than that, it finished 9-0 to Manchester United. Newcastle United 3 Crystal Palace. It finished 2-1 to Crystal Palace. Newcastle took the lead through Joe and Joe Shelby, and I think they were worthy of the goal. I think they were the better team, and then all the goals came in the first half, as I remember. Crystal Palace equalising. Who was the... Oh, Riedewald. What a strike. Oh, the technique was so beautiful to watch over and over again. You have to admire Riedewald's strike. And then Gary Cahill pops up with the second goal, which gave Palace the lead after being 1-0 down. And it turned out to be the winning goal. And even in that second half, I think Newcastle didn't give up getting the equaliser, and Palace had a number of chances to win the game. So it was the second half was more of a game of two halves, which Palace held on to win 2-1. Right, going into Wednesday's games, and just looking at the time. Burnley 0, Man City 2. It was a complete dominant performance by Man City. Pep would be asking the questions, why didn't we go on to score some more? And it wasn't, I think he said in his interview that they could have done a little bit more. And you know what? The chances they had, they could have scored a lot more than 2 goals. Burnley just couldn't get near them, and I don't think they were obviously good enough to match Man City for ball pressure. Football-wise, they were never going to match Man City, and the only option they had was the only weapon they had was to defend and hope for a swift counter-attack, but it was never to be. Man City were too clinical, and it ended up Burnley 0, Man City 2. Fulham 0, Leicester City 2. I mean, it was a complete dominant performance by Leicester City, especially their away form. Hence the reason why they're in the top 4. They've been marvellous. Their football, their defending at times, and their organisation. And even without Vardy, they pulled out a display. They pulled a display that was eye-opening. It was just glorious to watch at times. Leicester, the ball movement. Fulham couldn't get nowhere near them, and I think you see for the first goal, was it the first? No, the second goal, beautifully well worked, and finished off by James Justin, and that was long after Kelechi Iheanacho got a header through into the net for a James Maddison assist, who, for me, he is possibly a starter for England all day long, James Maddison, and especially in that number 10 role. But then again, Jack Grealish could have something to say about that. It's neck and neck between him and Grealish for the England starting spot as in the number 10 role. So it finished Fulham 0, Leicester 2. Leeds United v Everton. Wow. Carlo Ancelotti's men had the opportunity to go 5th in this game, and with the way they performed and started off in that first half, they were worthy of their lead. Great cross by Luca Dini, who I rate really highly, and great low cross, and it found Gylfi Sigurdsson, and how that cross went through 3 Leeds defenders is beyond me. That needs an inquest there, and Bielsa should be leading that inquest into how had got through the defence. The second goal, more poor defending by Leeds United. It's been the story of their season, you know. They will attack, they will defend from the front by putting pressure on the defenders, but at the other end, they are so shambolic, it's beyond belief. Complete diabolical how the second goal went in. And it was diabolical. Calvert-Lewin ending his 7 Premier League game without a Premier League goal, and he's not going to miss from 3 yards out, especially with his heading ability. 2-0 Everton. Leeds had to come out in the second half and produce a performance of pride, and I felt they did just enough to get themselves a deserved consolation goal. And I think they kept pushing for the equaliser. Though Everton could have sealed it off there with, I think it was Dominic Calvert-Lewin who forced a good save from Meslier on the counter-attack. But Leeds were pushing for that second goal, you can see it. But they just couldn't find their way through. So it finished Leeds United 1, Everton 2. So Everton held on to sit in 5th. The next game is Aston Villa v West Ham United. This game, excuse me, thank you. This thing will help me out. There you go. Yeah, this was a very good performance by West Ham United here. And I mean a very good performance. They are becoming a very good team, very resilient. Defensively, they're organised and very disciplined nowadays. And I have to give them some ratings for their performances. And for me, it was a good display by West Ham. If I can go back to... Oh, it lets me. Go to Wednesday, excuse me. Yeah. I mean, Thomas Soucek, I mean, it was first half, obviously they fired blanks. I think West Ham had I think West Ham had the better of it, and I think they've come out of that first half knowing that they could have taken a half-time lead, but in the second half they were absolutely tremendous. Thomas Soucek, he is their find of the season. I mean, you talk about bargain of the season, he's that guy. In the 51st minute, he gets a very good goal. Jesse Lingard, what a debut. I mean, he's not played for how long, and he didn't look rusty at all. He looked very lively, if anything, and very persistent. And it all paid off, that word persistent, because he gets 2 goals. I mean, both goals, they should have been saved by Martinez. But nevertheless, we're not going to take it away from Jesse Lingard. I mean, the second goal, West Ham's second goal, scored by Lingard on a counter-attack. He hits a nice, sweet left-foot shot. It was savable for Martinez, and he just didn't get down quick enough, or, you know, concentration did not apply. And then the second goal, yeah, he's got... If you can't be critical on the first, you got to be critical on the second blooper that he, the clanger that he had. It was just, yeah, not acceptable from his part, and he knows that he'll be disappointed that he never saved Lingard's second, West Ham United's third, and then Ollie Watkins. In between the West Ham second and third goal, Ollie Watkins scores a good goal here, and it was a determined run. It was a determined run through ball, and he slotted it past Fabianski. But nevertheless, West Ham were worthy winners on the road, and David Moyes has got a lot to be pleased about. It finished Aston Villa 1, West Ham United 3. Well, Liverpool v Brighton. Underdogs, you give that to Brighton. Home favourites, odds on Liverpool. Well, I'll tell you something. Yeah, not many teams go to Anfield, press Liverpool's defenders on the ball, and attack Liverpool's defence with a number of players like 4, 5, 6 players in the box, And Brighton did that all game and defended exceptionally well, especially Lewis Dunk. He was completely immense at the back three for them. And Webster as well. He gets a mention, you know. I mean, when you talk about Brighton's defence, the first name that comes into mind is Lewis Dunk. But let's give Webster a mention because he was superb on Wednesday night. And they deserved their win. Their first win in nearly 40-odd years. Wow. Well done to Brighton Hove Albion. Liverpool, they played some scintillating stuff. They could have had a couple of goals on another day. But now they've lost 2 games on the spin. And let's not forget Brighton because they deserve all the credit in the world. They've gone to Anfield, went about their business, and that was a good team performance as well from a defensive and an offensive point of view. And Alsate gets the winning goal. And in the end result, it finished Liverpool 0, Brighton Hove Albion 1. Then the last game on Thursday evening was Tottenham Hotspur v Chelsea. Now, I felt Chelsea were dominant in that first half. I thought they were the better team. And the goal they got, well, let's have a look at the goal. Yeah, finished. Yeah, the goal they got was a penalty, and it was a stupid foul by Eric Dyer. What on earth was he damn well thinking? He can't be doing what, if you see the way Dyer conceded that penalty, it's shambolic again. Yet again, he cannot be doing that in the penalty area. And he did what he did, kicked him after the ball went away from him. He just kicks Werner and gives Jorginho the opportunity to put Chelsea in front, and he did just that. And although Lloris went the right way, it was a far too good a strike from the 12 yards, and Jorginho's penalty track record is very good. Just remember him missing one, and that was against the Arsenal, I believe, at the Emirates. There you go. But for me, you can't, tackle like the way you have done in the box. And Chelsea had a number of opportunities, especially in the second half. I think they had a number of opportunities to put the game to bed. But I think not mainly in the first half, but Tottenham came out in the second half, and they had to improve, and they did. And I'll tell you what, Lloris had to make some crucial saves as well in that second half, because Chelsea were creating opportunities just to finish Tottenham off, and Tottenham were going for the equaliser. So, it was hammer and tong there, but Chelsea hang on to an impressive win, and defensively they look a little bit more organised than in previous games. Not saying Frank Lampard did a bad job at the back, but for me, Thomas Tuchel's coming in a short space of time, and I think he's yet to concede. So defensively they look very astute so far. And in the end of the day, the result was Tottenham Hotspur 0, Chelsea 1. Now that concludes my Premier League roundup and my live recording. So I'd like to thank all the ladies, to the gentlemen, to the boys, to the girls for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening and putting up with me as you do. I would like you to smash the thumbs up like button, and let's avoid the thumbs down if it's possible. If you've got an opinion about your team and the game that you watched, whoever you support in the Premier League, come into my comment section with sensible opinions, sensible thoughts and ideas, and let's have a discussion, a footballing argument discussion, but on pleasant terms, of course. And could you help me to subscribe to DLG Reppin, which is Wa himself only, yeah? Thank you for your time, your love and your support. I'll be back, if not this evening, tomorrow morning with Aston Villa v Arsenal review. and I will be going through it with you guys as an Arsenal fan. Other than that, have a good day, have a good evening, and enjoy yourselves. But be nice.